What we do in base building campaigns is we help develop voice. I'm really excited to talk about base building today. I've been a community organizer and an electoral organizer for more than 30 years, and this is my absolutely favorite topic. Because I think what base building is it's expanding the number of people who participate with us in progressive change. It's really making democracy work by saying who's at the table, who's not at the table, what do we need to do to really reflect the communities that we're organizing in. In electoral campaigns, there's a couple things to think about base building. The first is every candidate or run for elected office, there's a base of people that will be there no matter what we do. But it's not good enough just to know they're the reliable voters. There's really the care and feeding of that base. With those reliable voters that would always be with us no matter what, the task is to turn them into active volunteers, to really mobilize them and energize them so they become the people who carry the message of the campaign to their constituencies. And the best campaigns I've ever worked with are largely volunteer-run campaigns. And a volunteer-run campaign is only effective if we really know how to treat volunteers and utilize their skills and resources so they feel useful. The other kind of thing, though, in an electoral campaign is we really have to challenge ourselves to expand the base. I have worked on some marvelous campaigns from Congressman Ellison, who's the first Muslim elected to Congress, to 3 of Paul Wellstone's campaigns, to even unsuccessful campaigns. But in the middle of all of them was this commitment to expanding the base. It means that we have to understand how a particular community might communicate with itself. You know, the Hmong community is a very interesting community that comes from an oral tradition. So they like their information to come people to people in very deliberate ways. We had an interesting opportunity several years back of creating cassettes in the Hmong language, which were then sent to family groups and clan groups, and they sat around in a circle as they would if they heard from their family in California and listened to the message of Senator Wellstone. The most wonderful thing, though, is when we do base building, we really are building the capacity of that community also to be an advocate for itself. I've worked for many years now. I'm on the school board in Minneapolis, and I've worked for many years trying to figure out how to increase participation of families in urban school districts. Now, it's easy to get middle class and affluent families out because they know how to work institutions. But the very kids and families that are not doing well in public education, whether or not those would be immigrant families, students of color, low-income families, they're not at the table helping us figure out how to move forward. And so in public education, as in healthcare or environmental justice, we have to have the people most directly affected learning the skills and being at the table so they can be a voice for themselves. And as we help people find their voice, we renew our democracy, we rebuild our democracy, and we allow for creative solutions that a smaller group of people couldn't come up with. So good luck on base building.